Are you guys familiar with Toy Soldier Central? Well, I wasn't either until now. Stay tuned. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Paul Knapp coming to you once again from the Man Cave, and we have another box opening for you. This time it is coming from Toy Soldier Central. I discovered this company on eBay, and they specialize in 1/32 scale World War II figures. So let's take a look at what they sent. Okay, so let me first clarify something before we start this box opening. I did pay for this shipment. I contacted them on eBay and I said, I like your stuff. I want to buy some things, and I'd like to review it on my channel. The owner of the company said that would be great. He put a little package together for me. He said some of the stuff is not even on his website yet, so it could be brand new stuff. And he said he would throw in a little extra, but I did pay for this. The box, originally, this was not a freebie, so the owner here put in the receipt as well as a little salute to me saying thank you and looking forward to the video review. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. As you can see, it's pretty nicely packed. Of course, this is all 3D printed items, and once I get it laid out, we will see how well Toy Soldier Central holds up. Okay, so before I get into reviewing the actual figures, let me just say this stuff came packed awesome. There was no breakages. I've opened them all up. I did not see one, even a broken weapon. Everything was packed very nice. Now, it is coming from Northern Virginia, so it's not coming from overseas, which is nice. You don't have to wait, 3, 4, 5 weeks for a delivery on 3D printed stuff. This comes from Northern Virginia, and what I ordered in my set was World War II British pairs, World War II British SAS, World War II USA heavies, and then he included a howitzer and crew. So we're going to review those, and I am going to start off with these right here because I just can't believe this. He said the British SAS weren't even on his website yet, and let me tell you, these are sweet. So let me give you some close-ups of these and take a closer look and review this. Okay, first up, we have the heavy machine gunner. Again, these all come in that gray color. Hopefully you can see that. They are all stamped on the bottom. This one, even the base, has a little texture on it, like in the desert, which is nice. They're not just plain flat like marks. But your first figure, and this came in a grouping of 8. So you get 8 SAS. And the first one. Next up, we have what I'm assuming is the officer. He's carrying a pistol and moving forward. His other hand appears to have possibly maybe dynamite in it. So they all have the desert outfits. So again, your second figure is officer with pistol. Next up is the soldier firing the rifle, standing straight up. I'm going to call this one advancing with the Thompson, it looks like, pointed downward. This next figure is also advancing with a Thompson, although he has the barrel cartridge on there as opposed to the stick. And can I just say, there's very little flashing on these figures. They came out really, really nice. I know sometimes when I buy 3D printed stuff, you're sitting there trimming a lot off. These are excellent all around. Your next pose is firing the Thompson, standing straight up. Almost looks like he's moving forward possibly. So that's the firing the seventh figure in this set. So again, another Thompson appears to be kind of at the ready. Possibly coming around a corner or something. And the final figure in the set of 8, I believe this is the Sten gun. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. Not too familiar with the SAS. I know they had the Vickers, which was the heavy machine gun, Bren gun and Sten gun, and the Thompson. I think, like I said, this might be the, but it has the stick going straight. I thought it always came from the side. I'm not sure. Somebody put it in the comments. But again, super nice set. Great addition to anybody that's working on a desert diorama. These figures will all fit in nicely. Again, you get 8 of these in a set. Super nice, super detailed, very little flashing. All you got to do is paint these guys up. And let's move on to a complementary set that goes with these SAS field guys. Now, I did not expect this at all when he said it came with a vehicle. This would have been the SAS truck that they used in the desert. Very cool. It comes with, I'm assuming, a driver. Fits in there nicely. A machine gun operator for the Vickers guns up front. Comes with a standing Vickers gun for the back area. And I'm assuming these two came with it. We have a kneeling guy with a Thompson. He doesn't have much of a base, so I'm assuming he was for the vehicle. He may have been with the original set, I'm not sure. And then you have a kind of hunched over guy seated, which also could fit easily in the back of this. But man, how cool is that? Now, the wheels don't turn, I don't think. They don't appear to be. But this is 2 scale for sure. For 1/32 scale, you can't get any closer than this. It's got the treads on the side, so if they get stuck in the sand, they can throw that out there. You got, again, these guns are very pliable. They are not brittle whatsoever. I mean, look at this. Look at this. That would have snapped for most companies that print 3D. So if you're worried about breakage, these, like I said, feel like Airfix. They really do feel like vintage Airfix figures. So here's some of the guys standing, just to show you what it looks like. Again, these figures look awesome next to it. Perfect size, perfect match. All they need is a little paint. I'm sure when the Plastic General gets a hold of these, he's going to do a better review than I'm doing, but man, what a nice set. SAS, not even on the market yet. They may be by now. I'm not sure. But I will definitely post some closer pictures of these. Now let's move on to the next set. Now this next set of paratroopers come in 9 poses. I thought they were doubles because I have 18 figures here, but no, I had to look closely. What they did was a head swap, basically, and one is wearing the helmet and one is wearing the beret. So you get, I guess, your choice of either the beret or the helmet pose. The bodies appear to be the same stance and everything. It's just a head swap. Again, you don't have to glue any pieces together. This is how it comes. So I love that. I hate putting pieces together when it's a plastic toy soldier. So your first pose is the officer, I believe, holding the pistol. Again, I'm going to show these in groups of 2 because you get either the beret pose or the helmet. The second pose is the standing firing rifle. Again, appears to be the same body with just the head swap, but still, you get two totally different figures. I look at it as not being the same figure, even though it's just a head swap. This is a great idea. You don't have to do the conversion. The conversion's already done for you. Next up, we have this guy kind of kneeling, leaning forward pose. And there's both sides. Again, one with the beret, one with the parachute helmet. Next up, we have a kind of kneeling figure with the larger, I believe that's the Bren gun. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too familiar with the SAS weapons. Again, same pose, just different head swap. Kneeling with the larger machine gun. And this guy is advancing with, again, either the beret or the helmet. Firing, moving forward, firing. Next up, you have an individual on guard duty. This weapon at the ready. Your next figure is moving forward, advancing with the rifle, both with the beret or the helmet. We have the kind of walking with the gun at the ready, submachine gun at the ready. And finally, your last pose is the firing the submachine gun, moving forward. So again, you get 18 figures, 9 with the beret, 9 with the helmet. And here is a complete set of all 9 poses. I just picked out the ones with the helmets. But again, these are amazing poses, amazing sculpts. I don't think I've ever seen, Airfix, Marks, CTS, anybody come out with these types of poses. Similar stuff, obviously, firing a weapon and kneeling, but they're just a lot of detail in these. You're going to want to get your hands on these. So check them out again. That is toysoldiercentral.com. Make sure you check them out on eBay. And now, this next grouping that I purchased was called the USA Heavies, World War II. First, you get the heavy machine gun. It is a 2-person team. You get a ammo loader, as well as the tripod gun, heavy machine gun. Very nice. I love that they did a 2-piece set on this. That's how it should be. So again, this is the first 2 figures in the USA Heavies. Now next up, you have a mortar team. And let me tell you about this. I asked him prior to ordering these, I said, I saw some of your figures do not have stands. He said they supply stands, so he gave me these. And what you do is just turn them over and you can glue your figures to the base. Okay, you can ask for your figures not to be on any bases. I know a lot of people want to use these in dioramas and they don't want any bases. So you could get all your figures like this if you want. I'm more of a toy soldier collector guy. I don't do the dioramas as much, so I would get all the bases and glue them or ask them to have bases put on before you order them. But he gave me a choice here. So I just wanted to show you with or without bases what it would look like. And again, this is a 2-person mortar team, USA Heavies. This next set is kind of neat. It's a sniper team. You have the sniper and spotter. Very cool. You can see the netting. You can see that, the netting even on their helmets. Cool set. And finally, we have the flamethrower. And that is highly detailed. Again, not a lot of flashing on these individuals. This would be another one you could just use one of the bases and glue them down, or order it with a base. So again, your flamethrower. And finally, this was the free set that he included for me to review. This is the howitzer and crew. With the crew, again, none of these have bases, so I'm just going to pose them for you. You have a guy kind of probably sitting on the edge, maybe looking down range. I don't know how that would go. You have a gentleman holding his ears, probably the loader or the fire. You have the officer looking down range with binoculars. You have probably the breech loader in back. You have the loader with the projectile for the howitzer. He would definitely be in back. And finally, you have another guy kneeling, getting ready to put in the next round. So, nice set. You got 6 figures and the howitzer. The howitzer came all together. I don't know. Again, it feels like the same type of resin. Nothing is broke on this. Let me tell you, nothing came broke on any of these. It was packed very well, but even if it wasn't packed very well, I don't think anything would have broke. This stuff is very durable, very pliable. Like I showed you earlier, none of these weapons, I mean, they have a give to them, man. They're almost, the only thing I can say is Airfix. That's what it reminds me of. It feels like Airfix. They almost look like Airfix. They're not as big and bulky as TSSD. They're more in the range of CTS figures. They don't feel anything like Spiria. If you're familiar with Spiria, I've purchased a lot of them from Sweden. They are more brittle, hard plastic, and their 1/32 scale is a little bit thinner, I would say, than these figures. So yeah, if you're interested, make sure you check these guys out. They are on eBay. It is Toy Soldier Central on eBay. Just type that in and all their stuff will come out. I'll show you some pictures of other stuff that they're offering. If you want to check them out at their website, it is toysoldiercentral.com. And yeah, tell them you saw it on my review. Let them know what you think. Until next time, keep on collecting.